That's what they do now, man. They wear themselves in the world, man. You know? Right here. I'm gonna find another scripture slot here, brother. Let me find it real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 13. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves in the for very vanity. And that's what they weary themselves in, vanity and death and destruction. All right? And that's what this place promotes, vanity. The tangible things, the things that are going to be destroyed, all right, by moth, rust, all right, all that's going to be destroyed by way of fire, man. Okay? We'll read it again. Habakkuk 2 and 13. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. See? That's why the Lord is handpicking the elect out of this world, man. Because this place is full of vanity. It promotes vanity. They weary themselves in the very way of vanity. And what does the word vanity mean? Empty. Emptiness. These people are empty, man. Dark souls. You know? With a bunch of demons on there, man. All those 7 abominations that the Lord hates, these people have it on them. They're all men, women, children. I'll read it again, man. Habakkuk 2 and 13. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. We're supposed to earnestly contend for the faith, fervently, man. All right? Zealously. To be zealous for this truth. Hey, man, I hope the Most High puts this fucking dude right here to death. He's a proud Edomite, man. That's singing, man. Peters. Galatians. This is Galatians chapter 4. Verse 18, but it is good to be zealously affected always in a good thing, and not only when I am present with you. That's right. So it is good to be zealously affected always in a good thing. What is that good thing? This word, man. Abide in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Zealously. All right. This is Revelations 3 and 19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. See? This is what we're supposed to bury ourselves in this word. We're supposed to put our whole soul, mind, and body in this thing, right? You know? That's right, man. Back to 2nd Ezra 7 and 23. And deceive themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. You know? That's a stupid soul, man. The scriptures say, the foolish man has said in his heart that there is no God. You know? This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass that at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lease. That's right, settled on their lease, meaning they're comfortable in their place, man. They're in a complacent state, all right? In a lackadaisical state towards the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So the Most High is going to send those candles, which are who? The prophets, the men of the Lord. All right, the angels as well. Searching out this place, Jerusalem, because there are people before a place that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. You see, like I said right here, 2nd Ezra 7:23, and deceive themselves by their wicked deeds, instead of the Most High, that he is not and knew not his ways. But his law have they despised and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not seen faithful, have not been faithful, and have not performed his works. They have not come out to the highways and the byways. They have not presented their body a living sacrifice as commanded them. You know, being bold as a lion, man, coming out to the highways and the byways, you know, doing this work, you know, as it is commanded, going into lost sheep of the house of Israel, throughout the nations, to the Gentile, the Israelite foreigners, the strangers. All right, that's who we're supposed to be. We're out here for, man. Like Paul, that's the whole point. No, there's no other way. There's nothing else, man. Just like Noah. Just like Noah was sent out, man. This is our purpose, I think. We have purpose in our hearts to come out and do this thing. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? Put out one other one. This is Philippians 2:13. I'll start at verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. And that means doing his will, fulfilling his will. And it's doing this, man. Rehearsing the righteous acts, on camera, out of camera, amongst the brotherhood and out of the brotherhood. All right? So, verse 14, do all things without murmuring and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, or Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. See, we didn't labor in vain, man. Yet they're labored in vain, in the weariness of fire, and in the weariness of vanity. You know, we're storing up treasures in heaven, man. We're not storing up treasure things on the earth, where wrath and thieves and rust come and destroy and take, man. You know? It says, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that I may not run, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. That's right. So, because we want to push this word out, man, we want to do what we're supposed to, what is commanded of us. That way, that when the Lord comes back, he's like, oh well, a good and faithful servant. You know, that's what we want to hear, the words of Yahweh Shai. Oh ye, a good, full, faithful servant, man. You know, we want to be that, man. We want to be found good in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see what I'm saying? We want to be worthy of the Lamb. You know? This is Luke chapter 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. That's right, man. Because it's an honor to stand before the Son of Man, man. You know? You want to stand in the front of the Son of Man, or before the Son of Man, with everlasting joy, not with everlasting shame and contempt. You know? You want to come boldly up to the throne of grace, man. Up to the throne of mercy, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because a lot of these people, when they walk, they're called by Yahweh Shemel Shai, they're gonna have that shame and contempt on them, man. You want to know that we did all we had to do, like Paul said. Second Timothy 4:7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, Yahweh, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not to me only, but unto all them that love him and love his appearing. You know? And that's what we're supposed to have, that mentality, man. Hasten the day of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? Wanting him to return, to deliver us from this place, man. You know? Wanting to be found faithful in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? That's what we need, man. We don't want to be found out here as these people, man. Being idle. You know? Lukewarm. We want to be found on fire, man. You know? Meditating on Yahweh Shemel Shai. So I'm going to leave it with that. I hope it was edifying. Call Halayim, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders, great millstone. Much love and respect to the brothers out there doing the work with sincerity and truth. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Barakatah, Barakatah, Akim, Shalom.